Hi Libra, welcome to Jenny Lynn Tarot. This is going to be a reading for September 2020. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If for some reason this doesn't resonate for you, check out your other placements. It is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for everyone. Libra, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, check out the description box below. I do tarot, psychic, and medium readings. With the medium readings, I can do individual and or group. If you and your family or friends would like to do a live group reading, I'd love to do it for you. Okay, Libra. We're going to get cards for your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. We will clarify those. Then we'll get a couple cards from the Romance Angels, one from the Health and Law of Attraction, and then we'll close it out with the Wisdom of Oracle for a message from the universe. Okay, Libra. Let's get started. Okay, so you've had some serious decisions to make. The first thing that I saw when I was meditating on your energy was a glowing cross above a body of water. I'm not sure what that meant. We sure do have a lot of here. I think we're going to leave these in this direction because I think there's something to be said about all of these reversals. So I saw this gorgeous glowing cross, and the body of water. I don't know if you were at a baptism or you've been currently thinking about baptizing maybe a child, you're telling me, or you've had plans to get back to church. If that's someplace that you feel like you need a place where you feel safe. So if that's the case and you have a church that you really enjoy going to, I definitely suggest taking that advice and going back. It's going to do you some good. With the energy I'm seeing already in the recent past, I feel like you had some major decisions to make. You were having a hard time going within, or maybe you were having some conflicting thoughts about some transformations that were taking place, and you didn't understand why the things that were happening. I think that's why you're wanting to go and consult possibly at church or find some answers. They're telling me meditation would be really super good for you right now. Having me continue for some reason to shuffle, so we're not getting your near future yet. We're still focused on the past and the current energies. We've got the King of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and also the Six of Wands in reverse. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the King of Cups. So in your current energy with all of these reversals, something may have gotten started for you in a relationship, male or female, it doesn't matter, with the King of Wands, where there was a lot of communication, a lot of possibly fiery, uncomfortable communication. And I feel like you were trying to decide whether this was going to be something that was worth taking a chance with. I feel like you've been contemplating not only whether this communication was something that was on... I feel like you're on a path, a spiritual path, and you don't want to take the time to communicate with those who aren't there yet. I think you took the opportunity in the past up to this point to focus on not only relationships that were going to bring you intellectually stimulating conversation, but that might help lead you somewhere. If for some reason you are looking for or concerned about money, I think you're going to, they're showing me several different opportunities in the near future. So even though this is your current energy, I think you're looking into several different things. I don't feel like you're without a job. I just feel like you've been contemplating wanting to start a new position. A lot of people are. I think this is just coming up in a lot of readings because we have so much change going on. A lot of people are focused on finding what's going to make them passionate, you know, what their passions are, instead of just going to work to go to work. And in your near future, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the King of Cups. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So I feel like there might have been something, you're looking at what was there in the past in your finances. I think there might have been an offer that you weren't willing to take a look at. This is contemplation, and you weren't feeling it. You didn't feel like it was a solid offer, and you're coming into your King of Cups energy. You're really feeling your way through your decisions now, instead of just thinking about things and contemplating them mentally. A lot of us do come from a mental space instead of an emotional space. And I think this time you want to be in an energy, a strong, stable, emotional, mental, all of that combined energy before you make any decision or take any offer. For sure. Okay, so let's get a couple cards to clarify the recent past. All right, actually, I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot so we can get some clarification on all of this contemplation. I just feel like there's been some deep, deep, deep contemplation about all the transformation. Maybe even your idea of what the world looks like has changed. Obviously, it has for everybody, but I think this is really affecting you more deeply. I think it's thrown you into a transformation that you never expected. You had to make some kind of a decision about something, and I think it took time. I think with the reversal, it's telling me that it was something that you felt very strongly about. I just keep getting spiritually. I'm definitely connecting to something about a child, and that takes us back to my original, what I heard in the meditation, what I saw, which was the cross and church and possibly baptizing a child. So that might be something that you're just strongly contemplating. Maybe you feel like there's something missing spiritually or religiously in that child's life. Okay, so let's get, we've got the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's definitely, I think you went towards, you had a decision to make. You felt extremely passionate, whether this is male or female. The Knight of Wands is fire energy, sorry, Leo, Sag, Aries energy. And there's a lot of passion in fire signs. I think you felt like you were in your power, but something came along and kind of knocked you off of that, not stoop per se, but your stability. It knocked you off your stability. because your Ten of Pentacles are in reverse, where you might have thought that you had made some really good decisions in the past. Suddenly you're questioning yourself, because this transformation, not only with everything that's going on today, but your own personal transformation, it's making you question every decision you've ever made. You're really, really, with the Hermit card, I feel like you're going really super, super deep and deciding that you want something completely different than what you ever thought you wanted in your life. Maybe you're wanting to, again, return to church. Maybe you want to get involved with some kind of program that they have at church. Maybe you want to bring your children in and have them be more involved. There's definitely a lot around the church and transformation and beliefs and things like that. The energy is just super, super, super strong. Okay, so let's get a couple more cards for the King of Wands in reverse, please. So this is for Libra, Libra 2020. Tell me about the King of Wands in their current energy. I feel like there was a situation you were giving up on. They're showing me possibly a relationship where the person that you were involved with was communicating with masculine energy, with a heavy, heavy, heavy masculine energy. Maybe that person happened to make more money than you, and you felt as though they were judging you for that, and you were deciding that you just didn't want to be in that energy anymore. It's a very specific message, but it could be for a couple of you. All right, let's see what they have to say about the King of Wands in reverse, please, for Libra. Okay, we've got the Page of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. This is awesome. And the Death card, yeah, a lot of transformation. The Ace of Pentacles is looking at, all of these cards are fantastic, because the Death card, as much as at times, we want to go in the order that they were in, as much as we sometimes can fear the death and transformation is the most magical thing you can go through. Sometimes we close down these cycles with the World card and we literally come out an entirely new person. And with the Ace of Pentacles, that's looking forward to the passions in work. Instead of just the grind of the 9 to 5, this is going after truly, I'm hearing creativity. Maybe you're an artist, maybe you draw. Yeah, they're showing me a lot of paintings and drawing. And then I'm very focused on the Page of Wands stance, and they're showing me the Cardinal. So if there's a project that you've been working on and you want to know for sure if that's taking you in the right direction, I said this to somebody, another sign where the red cardinal was very prominent. If you happen to be seeing a lot of red cardinals, I would pay attention to that. That's a sign that you're definitely on the right track. Definitely focus on what your thought process is at the time that you see that red bird, or they're showing me a red t-shirt. So maybe someone that's watching this is wearing a red t-shirt, but it's definitely significant. Red is significant for you, possibly for the month of September. Maybe you're planting red flowers. That was a random message. But you're definitely going through this transition in the future, because this is, this is the current energy. This is what you're going through now. And I see you moving into the King of Cups energy. Again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. But I don't resonate with this as male or female. This is just an energy that you're in. And you're deciding that the offers in the past were just not what you wanted. You've looked over it and over it and over it. And you definitely feel like this transformation is taking you in the right direction. So let's get some clarifiers for the King of Cups and the near future. I I can't get away from the focus on religion and family and church. Extremely strong right now. Maybe you're gonna, they're showing me an online group that you may be connecting with that's going to become, a lot of us are in this energy where we're finding our tribe. We're finally separating from those who do not connect to us once we go through these major transformations. So you're gonna find people that are more like-minded and connect on a deeper level. It's not gonna be surface energies, you know, just lighthearted. I know Libras are very lighthearted, very fair, but I think a lot of you are going through this transformation that's going to, God, just give you a completely different perspective on life and people. Okay, so let's get some cards for the King of Cups. All right, we have the Knight of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Hermit card. So again, we have the Hermit in reverse twice here. You've definitely taken the time to go within and really connect to the spiritual side of yourself. You don't want to make the same mistakes that you've made in the past. You're recognizing that you took part in a lot of the things that had happened, and that maybe you're having the ability to take responsibility for those actions now, and you want to move forward in the right direction. And that's why church and transformation and all of these beautiful cards are coming out to tell you that it's going to look different. It's going to look different after you've completed this and done all this contemplation. With the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, I think there was questions about the way that you communicated. I think everything about the way you're going to communicate in the future, again, male or female energy, or I'm sorry, yeah, it's a masculine energy. It doesn't matter whether you are male or female. But both of these are telling me that you'd questioned possibly what you thought was a healthy type of communication, and you want to shift out of that style of communication and into something that might be more emotional, where the Knight of Wands is definitely able to speak his mind, and then the Knight of Swords can be a little cutting, and I think you're stopping that behavior. Again, male or female, it doesn't matter. These are both very masculine energies. I think you're stepping into more of a balance. That contemplation has taken you to an entirely different place, and you're deciding that you just want to communicate from a different place, and or communicate with a different type of, just a whole new type of energy, and that you want people around you that will communicate with you in the same manner. You want that balance in relationships, not necessarily, I don't feel like you're focused on romance at this point. I don't think that you're worried about money. I feel like if you were worried about that, they're bringing this up, that you don't need to. I see there's something coming. It's possibly some unexpected money is what I'm hearing. Possibly you're going to get a check. I know we don't have the Ten of Cups or other things, but I read energy. I don't necessarily read exactly what's on the cards. I tell you what it is that they give me as far as downloads are concerned. So this is really good, Libra. I really like to see you taking the time to look at life from a different perspective. And I think you're going to be much more fulfilled. You're going to be much lighter in energy. You're not going to be feeling so heavy as though you've got to make decisions and that you have to react a certain way to every situation. I feel like you're just going to be much more grounded and much more lighthearted. All right, so let's get a couple of romance angels, and we'll see what they're giving us for a love message for September 2020. This is for Libra. I want to get 2 cards for Libra, please. Libra, if you're interested If I didn't mention already in the beginning of the message, which I think I did in the beginning of the reading, sorry. If you're interested in a personal reading, please do check out the description box below. That'll have all the details. And if any or all of this happen to resonate with you, please do leave a comment, like, share, subscribe if you'd like. I would really appreciate it. Okay, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. I feel like this doesn't have to do necessarily with a rekindling of a relationship. This, to me, is actually speaking of a friendship, somebody that might have been very important to you in the past. Maybe someone that you reunite with at your church or through a spiritual group, or something that's going to remind you of your childhood. So it could be somebody from your childhood. I just don't feel like this is love. I think this is someone who's going to remind you of what it was like when we were innocent and young and were allowed to think for ourselves before we were completely conditioned to think what everyone in the world thinks, that everything has to be a certain way. No, you are free-thinking people, and you have a right to think and feel exactly how you want to. And there's nothing greater than the innocence of a child and their ability to just feel free and run through green grass. Okay, that took us along in an interesting direction. All right, and the next is new love. And I was feeling this for you. I think with all of your transformation, everything that you've gone through, all of the thinking, all of the spiritual awakening, the getting in touch with your old you, the person who might have dealt with things differently, communicated differently. I feel like you're just coming out of September feeling like a new person. Like you're just not in that energy anymore. So if this is going to be a new love, I think this person's going to bring, I want to speak on this one more time, a balance of spirituality and fun and lightheartedness and childlike play. I just feel like they're going to be a breath of fresh air is what they're telling me. So look forward to that. I don't think it's coming right away. I don't know if you're actually even focused on the possibility of a relationship at this point. If you're in a current relationship, I want to say that there's going to be a sense of this is like new again, and that you're going to get to know each other like it's new again. Reinvigoration, playing, having fun like kids, going on picnics. They're showing me picnics and lakes and boating and just anything that makes you feel like kids again. That's amazing. I love that for you, Libra. Okay, so let's get your health and law of attraction card for September 2020. Oop, that one wanted to come out. Okay, so this is for Libra. Conditions that affected my parents need not affect me. That's incredibly powerful. We definitely pick up on a lot of energies from our parents, and I think it's important when we start to go through this spiritual awakening that I feel like you're really going through, and all these transformations that you're going through. You're going to be releasing things that you held tightly onto, maybe some belief systems and or conditioning that came from a wounded parent. I got a strong feeling that maybe there was someone in your family that could be a mother or a father or even an uncle or aunt that had very strong conviction about their beliefs and pressed those on you in a way that was almost branded into you is what I feel. And now you're going to realize that you have the ability to be a free thinker and that you do not have to follow everybody else's path. That's a lot of information from one card. So the message is, what appears to be an inherited tendency is usually the law of attraction's response to the thoughts that you learned from your parents. Exactly. Just what I was saying even before I read it. Although the cells of your body can learn vibration from those around you, your cells can only get out of alignment when you are. Your body is an extension of your thought. Your contagious or inherited negative symptoms are supported by your lack-based thoughts and could not occur in the presence of chronically positive thoughts, no matter what diseases had been experienced by your parents. Absolutely. And they're giving me a vision, and I don't want to be specific about who, but I had someone that was very important to me whose parent had Alzheimer's, and it can be a very difficult thing. And I think we fear sometimes that we're going to suffer from the same ailments as our parents. But I don't believe that's true. I think we all obviously have a unique way that we leave this current body, if you will. And I don't think you need to fear that at all. I think with this transformation, you're going to realize that you are nothing like your parents and that you are actually a very, they're telling me all-knowing being, and you're getting in touch with that thoroughly. Let yourself go through this transformation and have faith that the path ahead is going to be clear for you. When the messages are meant to come through, they're going to come through. If you had any question about whether they were coming, they will definitely be clear to you. They're bringing up the red cardinal again. So if you're, let's say you're sitting outside and you're bird watching, or you just want to go for a walk, look for symbols of red to let you know that your thoughts and your path you are exactly where you're supposed to be on your path. That's what they're telling me. Okay, let's get your Wisdom of the Oracle card. A little advice from the universe to close this out. Okay, this is for Libra for September 2020. This is for Libra. Let's cut that deck, they said. Deep knowing, exactly. Everything we've been discussing in this reading has been about your transformation, your spirituality, religion if you choose to practice it. It's knowing that you are an individual, that you have a right to think for yourself and trust yourself. I think you're coming out of doubting anything about this process and trusting that you're going to get the answers that you need is what I'm getting from this card. Now let's get the actual meaning of the card. I will read that for you. 43, which reduces to a 7, which talks about family and relationships. 43. Coming together with friends. 7s to me represent the 7th house in astrology, which to me is all about relationships. And I think you're just going to be finding that the new relationships that you make and experience are going to be much more fulfilling and much lighter than you've experienced in the past. Okay, so 43, deep knowing, intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy, hypersensitivity. Intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with source, the consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. You're given information that makes no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or 5 senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then to act accordingly. You're now invited into this sacred dialogue of deep knowing, so tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from unusual sources. As I was saying, trust yourself. You know that you're being guided now. You know that this transformation has taken you to a deeper place of understanding and trust. Trust in source, trust in the house of God, or whatever it is that you believe in, and that you will never be led astray, that your path is clear, that there will be possibly some bumps along the way, but you have faith that through this transformation, you're going to find the peace that I think you've ultimately always been looking for. So that's amazing. And I'm very happy for you, Libra, that this is happening for you in probably prior to this month, but especially in this month. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And again, if you'd like a personal reading, look in the description box below. Thank you so much. Bye.